Okay, this is a quick tutorial on how to connect an mGear rig to your mocap data. So I just want to create a very quick just a template, like a biped template. This is like mainly what many of you create, but you have to make sure that when you create a character, because most of mocap data are in T-pose, you have to make sure that the pose that you create for your character is in T-pose as well. So just like I just position that quickly and then build my rig. Once the rig is created, let me just hide the guides. But this is the rig for your characters. Usually, like, I'm just keep in mind this is not supposed to be your character rig, but your character is definitely different, but I'm just using it as an example. You definitely have to click on this little human here. Just keep this window open. Then your next step is to go to mocap, to mGear shifter mocap, and like undock this menu. Click on this import mocap skeleton. So that's the second step. Then definitely make sure you click on the characterize biped. Then in here, click and go to the control rig. You have to go to control rig and back once. So you go to control rig, click a hand or leg or whatever, you test it to make sure that control rig is controlling mGear as well. So now control rig is controlling mGear as well. Once you make sure that it works, you come back to none. Now it's time to import your mocap data. There's a sample here. You don't need to be worried about the size, so possibly when I import this sample, it's going to be huge. Okay, so this is a mocap data with some activities. So all you have to do is to say this mocap data to control, let me just hide them all. So you don't need to see them, but you see them, this mocap data controlling our mGear mocap interface. So then you will see that it starts controlling our rig, our mGear rig. So now you might want to apply some changes. For example, you might want to exaggerate or do some adjustment to the animation. Just select one of these attributes, like one. You don't need to select everything, just one is enough, just to let it know which rig you want to bake mocap biped. So you click on it and starts to go through all the keyframes and then applies the bake mocap data, applies the, like, kind of adds keyframe to all of your mocap data and transfers it to your mGear. After that, you can delete your mocap data. Let me pause. Okay, now that we have all the keyframes here, so you can select this little outer box here and say that mocap attached to be 0. So what does it mean? That it means mocap is not working, but still all the keyframes, you see that every one of these controllers, head, everything, they have keyframes on. So we don't need mocap. So mocap attaches 0. Once mocap attaches 0, you just go and delete all your mocap data. We don't need them anymore. So you see that it's just the rig here, but I have the animation. From now on, it's your art of animating that applies here. So like you can start creating an animation layer here, for example. Let me just add these 3 to an animation layer with plus. So there's a base layer which has all the keys, and then animation layer at selected objects. Okay, so these 3 are added to this animation layer, and base layer has all the keyframes. Animation layer, let's say spine adjustment. Oh, spine underscore adjustment. Maya doesn't like spacebar. So now if I apply, so like you see that it just like if I apply a adjustment, you see that this adjustment stays with all of this. Let me just do something like crazy so you can see that. So let's say I just add a keyframe pressing S here. Now you see that like this person is like that keyframe is added on top of our mocap data. So like that's how you just like layer by layer adjust and add to your or enhance your keyframing. And that's it.